Go around the world in nothing flat, using music as your welcome mat. Learn some real fun figures and facts, tuning into Chucky's geography rap. Spin that globe.
Buongiorno, everybody. Now come with me as we pay a short visit to Italy.
You'll find it on the Mediterranean Sea.
And it's always looked just like a boot to me.
It's the home of pizza and opera too.
And it's got a lot of cities of interest to you.
Like Rome, a place that's like a museum.
'Cause it's full of ancient architecture like the Colosseum.
And the Sistine Chapel, where the ceilings aglow with murals painted by Michelangelo.
Now the town of Pisa has a tower that leans.
Looks alright to me.
I see what he means.
In Venice, there are streets where you can float in a gondola.
That's a kind of boat.
There's more to see, but we've got to go now.
Arrivederci, Italy.
Ciao!
Go around the world in nothing flat, using music as your welcome mat. Learn some real fun figures and facts, tuning into Chucky's geography rap. Spin that globe.
You can visit Japan when you get the notion.
By flying east across the Pacific Ocean.
Till you find some islands that look really awesome.
'Cause they're covered with mountains and cherry blossoms.
The capital city is Tokyo.
It's got super fast bullet trains that come and go.
And restaurants that serve a delightful dish called sushi, which is gushy, 'cause it's made of raw fish.
The Japanese people built a lot of cars.
TV sets and stereos and VCRs.
And although this guy looks a little spooky,
He's just an actor in a play they call kabuki.
Their money is the yen.
And a robe's a kimono.
They've got a word for pizza, but what it is, I don't know.
So we'll say farewell in Japanese. Sayonara, everybody, from Chuck E. Cheese.
Go around the world in nothing flat, using music as your welcome mat. Learn some real fun figures and facts, tuning into Chucky's geography rap. Spin that globe.
The top of the world, yeah, that's our goal. The
freezy,
Sneezy.
place we call the North Pole.
It's the very farthest north that you can go. So in
summer,
Winter.
spring,
or fall, there's nothing here but snow.
And I know you're gonna think that I'm getting this wrong, but the bare fact is the nights are 6 months long.
Robert E. Perry was the first to the pole, and here's what he discovered, though he couldn't tell a soul. Santa Claus's castle, which is made of ice, where he's keeping track of boys and girls, naughty and nice.
And a magical workshop with toys on the shelves, made by Santa's handy helpers, you know the elves. And an airport for reindeer, so Santa can leave on his high-flying rounds on Christmas Eve.
So remember the pole on your long winter's nap.
Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good rap.
Go around the world in nothing flat. Using music as your welcome mat. Learn some real fun, figures and facts. Tuning into Chucky's Geography Rap. Spin that globe.
A neighbor of these United States. Canada's the country where wonders await. There's water abound to its coastal shores. The Arctic, the Pacific, the Atlantic, wait, there's more.
Over 1/3 of the world's fresh water supply is accounted for in Canada across millions of square miles.
From ranches in the Cariboo to cafes in Quebec, the diversity of Canada has gained our respect.
Nova Scotia, the Yukon, and of course Niagara Falls are among the places you can go, but don't forget the malls.
There's a big one called West Edmonton that covers 50 blocks. I'd say there's nothing you could want that they don't have in stock. You can shop, play, or even swim within this hideaway. And if you get too tired to walk, there's hotels in which you stay.
Although we've talked of things to see and talked of things to do, it's time to wrap this rap and say goodbye from me to you.
Go around the world in nothing flat. Using music as your welcome mat. Learn some real fun, figures and facts. Tuning into Chucky's Geography Rap. Spin that globe.
We're going to a place just an ocean away, eastward bound to Spain, where we will spend our day.
The central part of Spain is hot and dry, and that's great for growing olives for all the world to buy.
In Segovia, behold the great aqueduct. It is held not with mortar, but with keystones at the top. It was built over 2,000 years ago, and beneath it our Spanish friends can travel to and fro.
The capital, Madrid, has a lot of sights, like monuments, cathedrals, and places for bullfights.
Barcelona's a city with some fine museums to display Picasso's works of art for folks to come to see. It's also the city which will play host to the '92 Olympics, the games with the most.
A land that is festive, Spain has so much to see. Buenos dias, mi amigos, from Chuck E. Cheese.
Go around the world in nothing flat. Using music as your welcome mat. Learn some real fun, figures and facts. Tuning into Chucky's Geography Rap. Spin that globe.
We're traveling to a place that is wild and free. It's right below the Mediterranean Sea.
It's the second largest continent after Asia, that is true. You can pass through many countries on your way to Timbuktu.
From Morocco in the west, we travel east to Egypt's Nile, going up the Pharaoh's River to see the Sphinx's smile.
From the jungles to the desert, there's much variety. There's a country called Algeria and another Zimbabwe.
An African safari would be quite grand to see exotic animals roam across the land. Like zebras, giraffes, and elephants too. The animals run free as they couldn't in a zoo.
The tropical rainforests are green and wet, and the rain falls all year long, sure as you can bet.
Although we could not visit every country over here, we'd like to close this rap and say to Africa, good cheer.
nothing flat. Using music as your welcome mat. Learn some real fun, figures and facts. Tuning into Chucky's geography rap. Spin that globe.
The oceans of the wild are what we'll explore, from the crests of its waves down to its coral sea floor.
There are 4 main bodies in the deep blue sea. So come along and sail them all with Chucky and me.
Now an ocean I know that our seal friends think is nice is the Arctic Ocean way up north with lots of floating ice. Down south, the manatee happily presides in the Indian Ocean amongst the warm, foamy tides.
Now east of the Americas, we shall make a toast to the ocean in this world of ours with the longest coasts. It's called the Great Atlantic, and I'm sure that you will note that to sail across this ocean would take a pretty big boat.
But the biggest of all oceans, we think it's pretty terrific. Wrapping halfway around the world, it's called the mighty Pacific.
So remember the oceans as we sail away. Ship ahoy, young mateys, and have a great day.
Go around the world in nothing flat. Using music as your welcome mat. Learn some real fun, figures and facts. Tuning into Chucky's geography rap. Spin that globe.
Australia's what we're gonna see.
The home of the famous Crocodile Chucky.
It's down in the southern hemisphere, so its seasons are the opposite of what we have here.
It's cold in July. In December, it's hot.
I ask you, is that confusing or what?
Australia is the home of the kangaroo.
And the mixed up duck-billed platypus too. Ha ha ha!
Now millions of sheep in the outback graze
To give us woofer sweaters that we wear on chilly days.
And a sport that's fun, if you get the hang, is throwing the Australian boomerang.
The people speak English like me and you.
But their accent makes it into something new.
So as we pack up our tucker bags and go on our way, we say thank you, Australia. Good day.
Go around the world in nothing flat. Using music as your welcome mat. Learn some real fun, figures and facts. Tuning into Chucky's geography rap. Spin that globe.
The place we're going to visit has 31 states. It's Mexico, a republic with a variety of traits.
To the east of Tijuana, there's the Great Desert Sands. Just south of Sonora, you find rich farming lands.
Now let me tell you about a state where I'd like to go. It's the Western movie filming state called Old Durango. Like the actors that filmed there, Mexicans also ride on their rodeo horses where they take great pride.
I know they like to rodeo, but something else is true. They also like the beaches where the sea is a warm blue. You can take a train or take a plane to visit Acapulco, where you'll see men dive from great big cliffs and think they're kinda loco.
Now, one last thing before we go. I almost forgot. It's the Yucatan Peninsula, and boy, is it hot! Oh.
So gracias, dear Mexico. You've been a real nice host. But now it's time for us to leave and say to you, adios.